There's a quiet magic in the way dogs communicate with us, a language that doesn't rely on words but on gestures, glances, and small, subtle actions. We've all been there. You turn around for just a moment and suddenly the living room looks like a hurricane passed through. Cushions shredded, toys scattered, and perhaps that tempting snack from the counter is now part of a canine buffet. Yet, moments later, your dog approaches you with gentle eyes, a wagging tail, and an almost pleading nuzzle. That's when the question arises, can dogs apologize? Can they sense that they've upset you, and do they try to make amends? Today, we're going to explore the fascinating ways dogs communicate remorse and the subtle cues they give when trying to repair a bond. Understanding this behavior can transform the way you interact with your dog, making your relationship stronger, calmer, and more rewarding for both of you. This naturally leads us to one of the most intriguing aspects of canine behavior, the so-called feeling of guilt. While dogs may not experience guilt the way humans do, their sensitivity to our emotions is extraordinary, and it's this ability to read us that often makes it seem as though they know when they've done something wrong. Dogs and the feeling of guilt. Dogs have long been called man's best friend, and part of that is their extraordinary sensitivity to human emotion. While they may not experience guilt in the complex moral sense that humans do, dogs are masters of reading our reactions. Researchers have studied this extensively. In one notable 2009 study, scientists observed how dogs behaved when their owners scolded them for something they did and even for things they didn't. The findings were clear. Dogs displayed what we interpret as guilty behavior primarily in response to the owner's tone, posture, and facial expressions rather than any actual wrongdoing. When a dog lowers its head, avoids your gaze, or crouches submissively, it's responding to your emotions, not necessarily judging itself for what it did. These reactions show just how finely tuned dogs are to our moods. They sense tension, disappointment, or frustration, and their instinct is to reduce the perceived conflict. It's a remarkable example of empathy in action. Dogs are wired to respond to social cues to maintain harmony with the pack, and in modern homes, that pack is often you. Watching a dog display these behaviors can feel like guilt, but what you're really seeing is emotional intelligence at work. The dog recognizes that their behavior has changed the dynamic between you and them, and they instinctively attempt to restore a sense of balance. Have you ever noticed your dog reacting differently when you're happy compared to when you're angry? Drop a comment and let everyone know. How dogs apologize in action. Apologies from a dog are rarely dramatic. They're expressed quietly, through small but meaningful gestures. After sensing displeasure, a dog might approach you carefully, tail wagging slowly, body lowered in a gentle posture. Some dogs bring toys as a peace offering, nudging them toward you, inviting you to reconnect. Others might rest their head on your lap or gently place a paw on your arm. These behaviors communicate any important message. I want things to be right between us. Dogs each have their own personalities, and their ways of smoothing over conflicts vary. Some respond immediately to scolding with submission, ears back, eyes averted, slow tail wag. Others need time to process and may act more aloof or withdraw momentarily, almost like taking a pause to recalibrate. Observing your dog carefully during these moments reveals a complex emotional world, one that revolves around connection, trust, and the desire to maintain harmony with you. Even gestures that seem playful, bringing a toy, leaning against you, or resting alongside you, can be a form of apology. Dogs are naturally social creatures, and repairing relationships is a deeply ingrained behavior. When they sense tension, their goal is to restore the bond. The nuances of canine body language reveal this clearly. A lowered head signifies submission, a slow tail wag can indicate friendliness and a willingness to reconcile, and selective eye contact shows attentiveness and a desire for reassurance. Responding to your dog's apology. Understanding how your dog expresses remorse is just the first step. The next is knowing how to respond. When your dog approaches with those apologetic eyes, it's important to acknowledge them. Ignoring their efforts to reconnect can cause stress and confusion, while a calm, reassuring response strengthens the bond and guides them toward positive behavior. A soft, gentle voice goes a long way in helping your dog feel safe and understood. Simple phrases or a calm tone can communicate approval and acceptance. Physical gestures, like gentle petting or a loving scratch behind the ears, further reinforce that the tension has lifted. These interactions teach your dog that they are heard and that positive behavior is recognized, which encourages future good conduct. Treats can also play a role, but timing matters. Offering a reward immediately after a misbehavior can send a confusing message. Instead, wait until your dog has calmed down and demonstrated desirable behavior. This method teaches dogs that positive actions, not the mistakes themselves, are rewarded. Consistency in response is key. Dogs thrive on routine and clear expectations. If certain behaviors are unacceptable, jumping on furniture, chewing shoes, they should consistently be redirected. For example, if your dog has chewed a shoe, respond by guiding them to an appropriate chew toy. This approach teaches boundaries clearly, reducing misunderstandings and building a sense of security. Patience is equally important. Dogs process and learn at their own pace. They rely on repeated experiences to understand expectations, so responding with kindness and firmness simultaneously cultivates a safe, loving environment. Over time, your dog will learn the rules, recognize when they've crossed a line, and understand how to repair any emotional rifts. The psychology behind canine apologies. Canine apologies are deeply rooted in their social instincts. Dogs are pack animals, and maintaining harmony is essential to their survival in the wild. Even in domestic settings, these instincts manifest in their interactions with humans. A dog that senses displeasure in its owner will engage in behaviors that soothe tension, restore trust, and re-establish connection. Every gesture, a paw placed gently on your lap, a slow approach, a soft nuzzle, carries emotional significance. Dogs are constantly reading your body language, tone, and expressions, responding to subtle cues that indicate mood and receptivity. When your dog brings a toy, it's not just a playful act, it's a conscious effort to invite reconnection. When they lean in or maintain soft eye contact, they're signaling trust and a desire for forgiveness. Understanding these signals deepens your connection, allowing you to anticipate their emotional needs and respond appropriately. These behaviors demonstrate a remarkable capacity for empathy. While dogs may not conceptualize guilt or morality as humans do, they experience a form of social intelligence that allows them to navigate emotional landscapes. Their goal is simple yet profound: restore harmony, repair bonds, and maintain trust. Observing these actions is a window into their emotional world, highlighting the depth of their attachment and the subtlety of their communication. Creating a dog-friendly environment. Recognizing your dog's attempts at reconciliation is only part of the picture. Creating an environment where they feel secure, understood, and guided is equally important. Dogs thrive in spaces that offer predictability, clear boundaries, and opportunities for positive engagement. Regular routines, safe spaces, and consistent rules reduce anxiety and prevent many misbehaviors from arising in the first place. Adjusting your own responses to their cues also strengthens this environment. By meeting your dog halfway, acknowledging their efforts to repair relationships, redirecting misbehavior calmly, and offering consistent guidance, you cultivate a home where your dog feels safe, loved, and understood. Over time, this reduces instances that require apologies, while reinforcing a strong, trusting bond. Appreciating your dog's subtle signals fosters mutual understanding. A nuzzle, a paw, or a wag of the tail is more than a gesture. It's a statement of connection, a plea for reconciliation, and a reminder of the bond you share. Responding thoughtfully and patiently ensures that these interactions remain positive, enriching, and emotionally fulfilling. Dogs may not experience guilt like humans do, but they possess a remarkable ability to sense our emotions and respond in ways that strengthen the bond you share. Their apologies are quiet, nuanced, and often expressed through body language, gestures, and subtle acts of reconciliation. By observing carefully, responding consistently, and creating a nurturing environment, you can deepen your understanding of your dog's emotional world. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to reinforce trust, foster security, and celebrate your unique partnership. Recognizing your dog's attempts at reconciliation isn't just about correcting misbehavior. It's about building a harmonious, emotionally attuned relationship. These small moments carry profound significance throughout a dog's life. Dogs communicate in ways beyond words, and learning to read them is deeply rewarding. If you found this insight helpful, share it with friends who love dogs, and subscribe to our channel to explore more ways to strengthen your bond with your furry companion.